Happening now, a city man is held on bail after police discover 11 grams of cocaine. Cash and cocaine recovered in a traffic stop, and a PA state trooper is laid to rest. More clouds today with storms this afternoon. Your Skyline weather forecast minutes away. That's news now for Thursday, July 20th, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works Studios, where interest-free financing is just a phone call away. This is Morning News Now.
And good morning. It's 75 degrees with fair skies. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Kyle Heelis. An update on our story we broke yesterday. Simeon Leeper is in county jail without bail.
That's right, Kyle. Our Ryan Hedrick learned from Jamestown City Court Thursday the 40-year-old was booked yesterday on charges ranging from drug possession to criminal trespass. Jamestown police say Leeper was involved in a violent incident near the corner of Genesee Street and Fairmount Avenue. Our Ryan Hedrick recorded a Facebook Live video you see there of the arrest. For more details regarding the incident, visit our site, WNYNewsNow.com.
Cocaine was recovered in a car chase involving 21-year-old Kari Rizzo Walker and a 17-year-old male. That according to Jamestown police. They say the high-speed chase started in the area of Willard and Allen Streets and ended at 18 Hedges Avenue. Rizzo Walker was reportedly discovered in possession of 11.5 grams of cocaine and 5 grams of cutting agent used to mix and dilute the cocaine. He was detained on drug charges. The teen, who allegedly drove, was charged for obstructing governmental administration and several other traffic violations.
New York State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman is speaking out about changes coming from the U.S. Department of Education on protections of survivors of sexual assault on college campuses. Schneiderman says he wants to make sure that comments from the Office for Civil Rights don't blur efforts to eradicate acts of sexual assaults. He's talking about a comment from a U.S. top official representing that office that said 90% of campus attacks start with drunk teenagers arguing about a breakup. The U.S. Department of Justice says that more than 20% of college women are sexually assaulted at some point. Next on Morning News Now, state officials deny funding for a fire that ravaged a Lackawanna plant last fall. But first, here's a look at your Skyline weather forecast. A look at your Skyline weather forecast for this Thursday. Cloudy skies early with a chance of thunderstorms developing throughout the afternoon. A few of those storms may be severe. We top out near 84 degrees. Tonight, those storms stick around early, giving way to mostly cloudy skies throughout the overnight. We drop down to a low near 63. We clear out on Friday with intervals of clouds and sunshine, topping out near 80 degrees. Looking towards the weekend, a slight chance for a scattered sprinkle Saturday. Otherwise, clouds will blanket the area. Now on Sunday, variable clouds and sunshine possible, although we will have scattered thunderstorms overnight, mid-morning, and early in the afternoon. Nothing to kill your plans, but just be aware of that. And topping out near 78 degrees. In the Skyline Weather Center, I'm Justin Gould. Morning News Now continues next.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
A massive fire that ripped through a Lackawanna steel plant back in November will not receive state funding. News 4 in Buffalo reports that funds requested by the city's mayor to tear down the plant were denied by state officials earlier this week. That fire last fall prompted evacuations, a state of emergency, and Route 5 being shut down for several days. Lackawanna's mayor said that the blaze at the old Bethlehem steel site cost the city more than $650,000.
More than 1,000 police officers from across the U.S. gathered earlier this week to say their final goodbye to a fallen trooper. Pennsylvania State Trooper Michael P. Stewart died last week after an on-duty car crash. Brittany Hoke with more.
My stomach was upset, and I was, sad, because my son's a cop also, and it's hard.
A community still coming to terms with the loss of a young trooper said goodbye today. A funeral mass for Trooper Michael Stewart brought in law enforcement from around the country.
We're basically on a 24-hour call in situations like this, and there are members, Honor Guard members, and we were called to do it on the duty, and we respond to it.
Stewart's flag-draped casket followed by his parents, brother, and even his partner, Trooper Travis November, who was injured in that same crash, seen walking behind on crutches.
We're all state troopers, no matter what uniform you put on. And when one of us falls, we all fall.
State police estimate over 1,200 officers from as far away as California made the trip. The church capacity, 1,100, filled. Speakers and seats set up outside for the overflow of parishioners who wanted to pay their respects. And as the procession moved through Lake
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and a cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
WNY Sports, it all unfolds here with Matt Hummel. I'm Ryan Hedrick. And Matt, I want to talk about conditioning today because local athletes have long been lauded for their conditioning. I want to take you back to the days of Jake Sisson, when he was quarterback for the Jamestown Red Raiders. Remember that team, Steve Carlson, Zach Penabianco, Jake Sisson. I saw Jake Sisson picture yesterday, and of course he's at a college in Pennsylvania. Kid is now 240 pounds. The subject today is conditioning and how far our athletes have come. I know you saw it in high school at Faulkner Central. These kids have really made a commitment locally to get themselves in great shape.
Edinburgh, that's where he goes, right? I'm having a brain fart today. Edinburgh in itself is known for their prime conditioning with their sports. But we've seen time and time again throughout the country, even D3 and community colleges, conditioning is the key. It used to not be so much, but now it's conditioning.
Yeah, and the reason I say that is because Jamestown Midget League getting underway, and I saw some of those kids, they look like they're in great shape. I mean, they're young, and 7, 8, 9-year-old kids should be in great shape, but let's look at the Randolph team, state champions, the Jamestown Red Raiders teams in Sherman and elsewhere.
And Maple Grove, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Those kids must maintain great shape. And it takes a great coach to get a player to a point, because in football these days, it's all about the coaching, the proper techniques. That's why guys get hurt. When they're not under the right tutelage, that's when they get hurt.
And you see a lot of times with successful programs such as Maple Grove, Jamestown, Randolph, it isn't just, their conditioning isn't just limited to the fall. Like especially with football. It's all year round, whether that be lifting weights, participating in other sports that athletes may not be as interested in. They have some sort of interest or they want to play. But, it's an all year round process, and that's what builds winners.
All right, I want to give a shout out to George Sisson. We'll be at JCC later today. He's holding a basketball camp at JCC. Who says youth basketball is dying? I'm glad to see that a lot of players have huddled around the court, so to speak, at Jamestown Community College for his basketball camp. And a shout out to Michael Rao, who's backing the Jamestown Midget Football League, which starts soon. Sign-ups ended last week, but you can still enjoy Midget Football League. Get behind our local players. WNY Sports Now, it all unfolds here. We'll have more sports tomorrow from Matt Hummel. I'm Ryan Hedrick. This is WNY News Now, Morning News Now.
Jamestown's newest vape shop is Cloud City, located at 121 East 2nd Street and open 11 to 7 Monday through Saturday. This cool, fresh environment is a great place to hang with friends and vape. Cloud City's expert staff is here to help. Try their in-house flavor, Cloud City, a delicious marshmallow combination, or their flavor of the day for just $3. Whether you're a first-time vapor or an expert puffer, visit Cloud City today. The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view. Well, from sports hero to movie star to convicted armed robber, O.J. Simpson will find out today if the Nevada Parole Board will set him free. And that hearing could mean a spike in the value of Simpson memorabilia.
This is the one that's probably most sought after, is the Heisman Trophy helmet, signed by all the Heisman Trophy winners. And OJ's right there.
Victor Moreno says love him or hate him, there's one thing certain about O.J. Simpson.
He sells.
Here at the Memorabilia.expert showroom, Simpson merchandise is mixed in with the likes of Babe Ruth and Kobe Bryant, superstars of the sports world.
The reason why people are interested in OJ because people collect themes. Okay, OJ is one of the rare people who was Heisman Trophy winner and a Hall of Famer.
And go online and there's no shortage of OJ options, from an autographed Buffalo Bills helmet for $2,900 to a USC jersey for just over $400. Simpson memorabilia can be pricey.
And it's a conversation piece. And ultimately when you collect, okay, you have an OJ signed jersey in your office or a helmet, and people are going to come in and say, oh my God, where did you get that?
But what about average Americans? You wouldn't want anything OJ?
Oh, no, never.
I personally want it.
After an acquittal for double homicide and a conviction for robbery, opinions of OJ are strong.
Then I wouldn't want anything crappy OJ has. The guy's a jerk.
I don't know if he's guilty or innocent, but I still would like some of his stuff.
Back at Memorabilia.expert,
he's definitely a character.
Moreno says it's the athlete collectors are after, remembering who OJ was, not who he became.
I had a gentleman that knew OJ pretty good in L.A., and he had his original mugshot, and he wanted to auction it. And he went something like, I don't want to say it, but it was a crazy amount of money. I said, nah, it's not going to happen.
And that's Denise Roche reporting there. So O.J. Simpson, he was way before my time, but let me tell you, infamous, definitely. And I know like he wasn't convicted of the murders that were alleged.
The glove didn't fit, right?
I guess not. I guess so, but it's very interesting to hear these people. The sales go up on kind of his taboo merchandise.
That's crazy.
You get a helmet of O.J. Simpson or something that he signed. It's like, whew. But then people are like, I don't want to touch it. There's
some people that are very against OJ. They used to love him back in the day when he was a football player for the Bills. He was a great football player, and then all of a sudden this happened, and people started losing support. How are you supposed to support somebody that allegedly killed their wife?
Yeah. But hey, we will see today if he is let go and free, and really we'll be asking the question, what's next for him? I know he wants to go back to Florida, is what his attorney was saying on the news the other night. But with being on parole in Nevada, they might not let him. So we'll
let's hope not. He needs to stay locked up, maybe. Maybe it's good for him. Maybe it's not. Maybe he didn't kill her.
Maybe he did.
We're
never
back
know. Friday with the TGIF edition of Morning News Now.
And don't forget to join our social media revolution by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, for 24/7, 365 news, head to WNYNewsNow.com, where coverage comes first.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good day, guys.